dear all. We'll starting with the topic molecular orbital theory. Molecular orbital theory is the extension of valence bond theory. It is based on the wave concept of electrons. Wave concept says that whenever we've thought about we think about the bond formation, we treat the electrons as a wave. We do not treat electron as a particle during bond formation. Molecular orbital theory says that whenever two atoms combine together to form a molecule, all the electrons present in the atoms participate in the bond formation. Earlier we used to study the valence bond theory. Valence bond theory says that only valence electrons will participate in bond formation and the inner electrons will not take part in bond formation. But molecular orbital theory says that all the electrons present in the atom will participate in the bond formation, and when a molecule will be formed, the orbitals of the atoms will lose their identity and a new set of orbitals will be formed which will belong to the molecule. Okay, so this is molecular orbital theory. It is based on the wave concept of electron, and it was given by Lennard Jones and Coulson, and later on it was given by Holmes and Lebesgue, and later on extended by Lennard Jones and Coulson. The most important postulate of this theory is that whenever two atoms A and B combine to form a molecule AB, the wave function of atoms A and B combine, or they undergo additive constructive addition, results in formation of a molecule having wave function psi AB. This is the wave function of atom A. This is the wave function of atom B, which results in the formation of a molecule having wave function psi AB. Okay, this is the most basic principle of molecular orbital theory. This is called as linear combination of atomic orbitals. Linear combination of atomic orbitals. This is LCAO. LCO says that whenever wave function or orbitals undergo overlapping, they overlap or they undergo addition linearly along their axis and results in formation of a new molecule. This is the principle of molecular orbital theory. Next we will discuss the other postulates of molecular orbital theory while we draw the diagrams of these orbitals, while we discuss the molecular orbital diagrams. We will start with the diagram of the homonuclear molecules. First we apply the principle to homonuclear molecules. The simplest one, we draw the hydrogen molecule. We have to make hydrogen molecule from two hydrogen atoms. It will form by two hydrogen atoms. The configuration of hydrogen atom is 1s1. This is 1s1. Now how these two atoms will combine? This is 1s1 orbital of one hydrogen atom. This is 1s1 of another hydrogen atom. These two atomic orbitals will combine to form two molecular orbital. Now linear combination will take place, and during linear combination two atomic orbitals will form equal number of molecular orbitals. These molecular orbitals are bonding molecular orbital and anti-bonding molecular orbital. This is BMO Bonding molecular orbital, this is AMO, anti-bonding molecular orbital. Now these two electrons will undergo filling in orbitals. First, low energy orbitals will be filled. So these two electrons will occupy space in the BMO, and there will be no electrons in AMO because both the electrons are filled in BMO. We will denote this BMO by sigma 1s2 and this AMO by sigma anti-bonding 1s. It has no electron, so we will not mention any electron number over here. So again, listen this. We have two orbitals. This is orbital 1 of hydrogen, 1 atom. This is another hydrogen atom, 1s1. These two orbitals will combine to form two molecular orbital. This is sigma 1s2, sigma anti-bonding. Now we will denote 2 because it has 2 electrons, and filling of electrons always occurs on the basis of the principles like Aufbau principle. Aufbau principle says that first the filling of low energy orbitals will take place, then another principle, Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity. Hund's rules of maximum multiplicity says that all the orbitals will be first occupied, all half filled, and then pairing will take place. And second, the Pauli's exclusion principle. Pauli's exclusion principle says that each orbital can accommodate only 2 electrons having opposite spin. So these are molecular orbital, these are atomic orbitals. We are forming a covalent molecule. We have prepared or we have drawn the formation of hydrogen molecule with the help of 2 hydrogen atoms. These are 2 molecular orbitals and these are atomic orbitals. Once the molecule is formed, atomic orbitals will lose their identity and they will be finished. Atomic orbital will have no existence now. Only molecular orbital exists now. Next is we will write the configuration of hydrogen molecule now. Configuration is sigma 1s2. This sigma is bonding molecular orbital. Sigma 1s2. This is hydrogen molecule and this is the configuration of hydrogen molecule. Next we will calculate the bond order. Bond order is half of number of bonding electrons minus number of anti-bonding electrons. So this molecule has bonding electron 2, anti-bonding 0. So it will become half 2 minus 0 means 1. And 1 means hydrogen molecule has single bond. Bond order denotes the multiplicity of the bond or the number of bonds present in the molecule. So it has hydrogen bond. Bond order 1 means hydrogen molecule has single bond. Next we will calculate the magnetic behavior. Magnetic behavior of molecule, not the atom. We will calculate the magnetic behavior of molecule. Molecule says it has 2 electrons and these 2 electrons are paired. So it has diamagnetic behavior. It has diamagnetic behavior. And when molecule has any unpaired electron in it, it will be said as paramagnetic behavior. But hydrogen molecule has 2 electrons and both are paired, so it is diamagnetic in nature. So we have discussed the basic principle and postulates of molecular orbital theory with the help of this example. I again revise all the orbitals, I revise all the postulates. Postulate says that whenever the atoms combine, their equal number of atomic orbitals will result in the equal number of molecular orbitals. Whenever 2 atomic orbitals will combine, it will form two molecular orbitals. One will be BMO, another will be AMO. BMO stands for bonding molecular orbital and AMO stands for anti-bonding molecular orbital. When three atomic orbitals will combine, it will form three molecular orbitals, BMO, AMO and a non-bonding orbital. Whenever four atomic orbitals will combine, it will form two BMO and two AMO. Whenever two atomic orbitals combine, it will form one BMO and one AMO. BMO is always lower in energy than AMO. It will always happen. BMO की energy कम होगी, AMO की ज़्यादा होगी. And equal number of atomic orbital will result in same number of molecular orbital always. Okay? We always draw the diagram, MO diagram of molecule. Then we write the configuration. Then we calculate the bond order. Then we discuss the magnetic behavior of molecule. This is a simple example, hydrogen molecule. In next, we will discuss more examples, diatomic molecule like oxygen and nitrogen.